All right, so I just wanted to take just a couple minutes to kind of give some more tips and tricks as we lead our 4th and 5th graders here on Wednesday night. So I'm going to jump right in. The first thing is, as kids arrive, let's make sure that we are welcoming them and creating great first impressions for them, right? Even if you're not doing check-in at the check-in tables, please make sure that you're hanging out with the kids at one of the activities around the outside of the room, whether they're playing air hockey or doing carpet ball, but just hanging out with them, calling them by name. And if you see any kids who seem like they don't have any friends, kind of do stuff on their own, those would be the ones to especially engage with. Play a game with them, say hello, ask them how their day was, ask them if they watched the Chiefs game, ask them if they like ice cream, any of those good things, but to connect with them and show them that you care about them and that you're glad they're there. That will be a huge thing to help them. Then as we get rolling, we'll have a little countdown, and as we get ready to begin our large group time towards the front of the room, if you could help me out, leaders, and grab some of those toys and games that we're not going to be using for a while. For example, cup stacking. We're going to have a bin near the sound booth that you can start collecting these items, put them in that bin. Those spinny discs that the kids stand on, we're going to slide those back. The 4 square balls, the cornhole games, all that can be slid to the back and out of the way and out of sight for them. So I don't think we're really using those for the next hour or so. We'll use them again at the end. But those have really just started to become a little bit of a distraction, so we just want to remove those from the kids. So if you can do that, that would be amazing. Next is, we want you during our large group time, leaders, if you're not helping with snack, to make sure that you are sitting with the kids in the large group time, all right? And helping direct their attention towards the front or to whatever game we are playing. Now, I know sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating to plop yourself down in front of with 8 to 10 5th grade boys, but that's gonna be fun. You can do it, it'll be great. Just sit with them, help direct their attention there, and that will really help whoever's leading up front to be able to guide the activity and the large group as needed. So just sit with them. If you've come with a friend, a fellow leader who's your buddy, it's okay to sit with them as long as you're staying focused on the kids. But honestly, it'd be best if you guys split up and just sat with the kids, and then you could connect later on. So just make sure you're sitting with the kids and engaging with them. Don't hang out near the back of the room. And unless you're doing snack, of course, if you're doing snack, feel free to keep working on the snack. All right, then as we move towards our small group time, make sure that if you have opportunities to engage with the kids that have been in your small group before, to do that, to sit with them, to enjoy your time with them. When we head off to small group time, to make sure that you begin your time together in an organized fashion, right? Whether you're sitting together in a circle or sitting together in chairs or whatever it might be, just bring everyone together that way and start with the opening activity, all right? So I wouldn't recommend going into a room and just letting them stand wherever they want or sit wherever they want, but have some organization to that, especially as you're trying to begin this small group experience that we have. Also, another tip just to be thinking about as you lead your small group time is pacing, all right? There's usually a quick opening icebreaker question, there's an opening activity, there's a way to dig more into the Bible lesson or Bible theme for the night, and there's also joys and concerns. So there's four-ish things that we want you to try and get through in 20 minutes, so I know that can be challenging, but what we don't want to do is hang out on the icebreaker question for very long. I mean, 2 to 3 minutes, just flying through that question is plenty. The activity should only take 4 to 5 minutes, and then getting into that Bible story and the joys and concerns. So what we don't want you to do is do the Bible activity and spend 15 minutes on it, and then someone, myself or another leader comes like, hey, we got 3 minutes to get back in Bible theater, and they're like, oh no, we didn't do much of the Bible story or the joys and concerns, or we didn't get much of the game in. So just think about pacing and think about 3 to 5 minutes per activity. And you can keep an eye on the clock. If you've got a co-leader, have them keep an eye on the clock. Say, all right, time's up, we're gonna move on to the next thing as well. Also be sure, be paying attention to kids who maybe aren't feeling included in the group, to pay special attention to them and allow them to speak, to make sure, kids are treating each other well, and just having your eyes open, your ears open to all that, and just being extra alert to that. One thing to think about as leaders, Mr. Mike told me this a while back, I think it's really good advice, is when we're leaders to the kids, we need to be friendly, but we don't necessarily need to be their friends, all right? So I'm not looking to be 4th or 5th grader's best buddy, but I am gonna be friendly to them. I'm gonna be their mentor, I'm gonna be their shepherd, I'm gonna care for them. But when we're saying we don't need to be their friends, that's giving us permission to maybe call them out if they're not listening or not paying attention. So you don't need to feel like, oh, they're not gonna like me anymore if I make them sit in a circle and not talk for a few minutes. That's okay. You don't have to worry about them being your friend. What we do need to worry about is them taking part in the group and taking part in the activities as planned. So we want you to be friendly, we want you to care for them and love them, be their mentor, guide them, give them great advice and treat them well and hang out with them and all that stuff. But know that you're also, as leaders, able to, call them out on things or ask them to do certain things. Like pick up your trash, it's okay. They can do that, all right? And it'll be totally fine. If you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to let me know. We'll see you on Wednesday nights. And I thank you so much for serving these 4th and 5th graders. I've been reading, and I know you know this too, but 4th and 5th graders is such a critical age when they are really deciding what their faith is going to be to them. And so to have a chance to speak into the kids' lives, to help them see church as a fun place, a place where they can grow in their faith, have fun, build relationships with high schoolers and middle schoolers and adults who care about them is amazing. So thank you so much. We'll see you soon.